Your September 10th check is about to land in your account with some significant changes you need to know about. If your birthday falls between the 1st and 10th of any month, you're getting your Social Security payment this Wednesday, September 10th, 2025, and it's carrying important updates that could affect your monthly income. Here's what's different. Social Security benefits for more than 72.5 million Americans increased 2.5% in 2025 cost of living adjustment COLA information vertical bar news vertical bar SSA, meaning your monthly payment has already been boosted since January. But there's more happening right now that could impact your benefits even further. Recent changes to the Social Security Fairness Act have triggered expedited retroactive payments and higher monthly benefit payments for people whose benefits have been affected. Social Security announces expedited retroactive payments and higher monthly benefits for millions. Actions support the Social Security Fairness Act vertical bar SSA by previous restrictions. This isn't just about regular scheduled payments anymore. The Social Security Administration is actively processing adjustments that could mean additional money in your account beyond the standard 2.5% cost of living increase. Whether you're receiving retirement benefits, SSDI, or SSI, these changes are rolling out now, and September 10th recipients are among the first to see the impact. The timing matters because these adjustments are happening in real time, not next year or next month. Your September payment could look different from what you've been receiving, and understanding why puts you ahead of the curve. Now let me walk you through exactly what's happening with your Social Security benefits right now, and why the September payment carries more weight than usual. The first thing you need to understand is that we're living through one of the most significant periods of Social Security reform in decades, and if you're not paying attention, you could be leaving money on the table that rightfully belongs to you. The 2.5% cost of living adjustment that kicked in this January wasn't just another routine increase. The 2025 COLA boosted benefits by about $49 a month for the average Social Security retiree's payment schedule of Social Security payments vertical bar SSA. But that's just the beginning of what's happening to your monthly check. While $49 might not sound like a fortune, when you multiply that over 12 months, we're talking about nearly $600 extra per year, and for many folks living on fixed incomes, that's the difference between comfort and financial stress. But here's where things get really interesting, and this is something most people don't realize is happening right under their noses. The Social Security Fairness Act became law on January 5, 2025, and it's creating a ripple effect that's still rolling out across the system. The Act eliminates the reduction of Social Security benefits while entitled to public pensions from work not covered by Social Security payment dates 2025, SEP/A, NerdWallet. And this isn't just affecting a handful of people. We're talking about changes that impact millions of Americans who worked in public service jobs like teaching, firefighting, police work, and government positions. What makes this so crucial for your September 10th payment is the timing of how these changes are being implemented. The WEP and GPO provisions reduced or eliminated the Social Security benefits for over 3.2 million people who receive a pension based on work that was not covered by Social Security Schedule of Social Security Benefit Payments 2024 by 2025. And now those reductions are gone forever. If you're one of these 3.2 million people, your September check could be significantly higher than what you've been receiving, and you might also be getting a substantial retroactive payment to make up for benefits that were unfairly reduced in the past. The Social Security Administration has been working around the clock to process these changes, and they've been rolling out payments faster than anyone expected. The SSA began to pay retroactive benefits on February 25, 2025, and is increasing monthly benefit payments to people whose benefits the WEP and GPO affected. This was faster than had originally been anticipated. When our September 2025 Social Security payments coming? Newsweek. This means if you haven't seen your increase yet, it could be showing up in your September payment, especially if your birthday falls in that first part of the month. Now, let's talk about what this means for different types of Social Security recipients, because not everyone's situation is identical. If you're receiving regular retirement benefits, and you never worked in a job that wasn't covered by Social Security, you're still benefiting from that 2.5% increase, but you won't see the additional bumps from the Fairness Act. However, if you're receiving SSDI or SSI, you're also getting that same 2.5% boost, and more than 72.5 million Americans will see a change in their benefit payments' latest cost of living adjustment because of this adjustment. The really important thing to understand is that these aren't temporary changes or one-time bonuses. These are permanent adjustments to your monthly benefit amount that will continue for the rest of your life, and can even affect survivor benefits for your spouse. When we talk about the elimination of WEP and GPO, we're talking about removing penalties that were reducing benefits for people who had mixed careers, working both in Social Security-covered jobs and in positions like state, government, or teaching where they paid into different retirement systems. Here's something that might surprise you about the timing of your payments. If your birthday is between the 1st and 10th, you always get your Social Security on the second Wednesday of the month, which is why September 10th is your payment date. But what's different this month is that the system has been processing these Fairness Act changes in waves, and September recipients are getting the benefits of all the computational work that's been happening behind the scenes over the summer. The retroactive payments are particularly significant because they go back to January 2024, which means if you were affected by WEP or GPO reductions, you could be getting more than a year's worth of back payments added to your regular monthly amount. December 2023 is the last month that WEP and GPO will apply. This means that those rules no longer apply to benefits payable for January 2024 and later schedule of Social Security payments, vertical bar SSA. So we're talking about potentially thousands of dollars in catch-up payments for people who were affected by these provisions. What makes this September payment even more significant is that it's happening during a time when Social Security is also dealing with some broader financial pressures. But these benefit increases are locked in regardless of those concerns. The cost of living adjustments are required by law, and the Fairness Act changes are now permanent parts of the Social Security system. This means your higher benefit amount isn't going anywhere, and it forms the new baseline for any future increases. If you're wondering whether you might be affected by these WEP and GPO changes, the key question is whether you ever worked for a government entity or in a job where you paid into a pension system other than Social Security. This includes teachers in many states, federal employees who were hired before 1984, police officers and firefighters in certain jurisdictions, and various state and local government workers. Even if you worked in these positions for just part of your career, you could have been affected by benefit reductions that are now being eliminated. The bottom line is that your September 10th Social Security payment represents more than just another month's benefits. It's carrying the momentum of the most comprehensive Social Security reform we've seen in years, combined with a cost of living increase that, while modest compared to recent years, still puts real additional money in your pocket every month for the rest of your life.